Thank you, everybody, for joining us back here at Lobe Sciences channel. We have a special interview for you today, as Phil and I are going to be going through a couple of the questions you guys have sent over the YouTube channel. Now we can only answer questions where the answers are in the public domain, as this is a publicly traded company. So we'll answer which ones we can. Phil, how are you? And are you ready to get into it?
I'm doing great. And yeah, let's go.
All right, kicking off real easy here. This first one is from Yolan and was asking, if you guys would ever consider acquiring a company like eHave to gain access to more studies on like ketamine and such.
That's a great idea. Certainly, we are evaluating opportunities for M&A, and we're open to M&A mergers and acquisitions with like-minded people in the space. So keep sending your ideas in, and as time goes by, you never know what'll happen.
Perfect. And this next one is from Steven. Steven had asked, like, which compounds are you going to try to patent at the end of the day?
Yeah, that's a great question. Obviously, our initial patent portfolio, which has reached the PCT phase, and the reports are good, the initial analysis, involves combining psilocybin, psilocin analogs with NAC and acetylcysteine, which is perfect. Move forward to where we are today, and what we've announced in the past couple of weeks is we're creating synthetic analogs of psilocin. Psilocin was thought to have been unstable and undruggable, as a term we use in the drug industry. We've been able to, with our partners, to drug these molecules to make them stable, and we'll move forward with psilocin analogs. The reason we're doing that is, one, we would patent anything we discover that we find is efficacious, but two, we get a much longer patent protection by filing a patent on a new chemical entity. And number three, psilocin gives us many more ways of dosing the drug as opposed to psilocybin.
Wonderful, wonderful. Stephen had also asked about the construction of the nasal mist. You got any sort of headway on that?
Sure. When I got here a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago now, the design for the nasal mist was moving forward, and we had a couple of very important milestones, and they've reached those milestones. But then we decided to put a hold on the nasal mist device until we came up with the final solution of what dose we were going to be moving forward with. And now, as we move forward with our psilocin analogs and the breadth of dosing opportunities that gives us, we'll be evaluating the nasal device and other delivery methods through the second half of this year.
Perfect. At this point, Stephen wanted to thank us for having this channel. And yes, Stephen, we are very glad for the questions. Our goal here is to expand the bandwidth so you guys can get a better understanding of what's going on here. And he had also capped it off then, is asking the question kind of if we could bring on some more members from Lobe Sciences to share their expertise and such. And I feel like this is a yes. Well, Phil, what do you think?
Sure, we'd love to. Excuse me, I know Fred was an excellent interview, and the response to Fred was very good. Fred's a fabulous asset to the team. We will be able to get Masood, our chief scientific officer, and some of the other folks on the team that are working behind the scenes that you may never have heard of. I think it's a great idea, and we'll work on that over the next coming months.
Wonderful. Well, Phil, thank you for answering some questions today. Thank you, everybody, for submitting them. Like I said, we will answer the questions you send in that we are able to answer. So keep doing so. And Phil, thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.